play because of the postponed game, but did it take a while to maybe get going tonight?
Yeah, I think it was a little obvious of kind of some of the cobwebs we had going into the game. We were just anxious, I think a lot of it was. Not necessarily that we just haven't played because we've been scrimmaging and doing stuff, staying in shape, but just anxious to play again. I don't know how many days, close to 2 weeks since our last game, so it was good to just come back and dust some of those off, get ready before break.
David, you didn't play a single minute against LMU, I don't think. You were kind of you had a lot of energy today. I think you had 9 points, 8 rebounds. What was your mindset today?
I mean, just play as hard as I could. That's all I try to do when I get the opportunity to play. And it's almost sometimes an advantage to be able to see the game, see how it's going, and I know that one of my biggest strengths is going to be bringing energy to the team. So that's just all I really try to do out there.
So you mentioned a slow start, but how nice was it to open up the second half the way that you guys did too?
Yeah, well, that shows a lot about our team and how we were just focused and stuck with it because we knew in-state rivalry, those are never easy. You got one team that's super jacked up to play us, and try to steal a game. That'd be a huge win for the program. So we were able to just flip the switch and just keep shooting because we shot it. I mean, we were doing okay, but had some turnovers, sloppy turnovers, and people were kind of playing out of doing what they do successfully. So once we got back to that, shots kept falling, and then we were able to just get stops defensively.
Slow start in the first half, obviously, but how nice it is to have Nick in there. I mean, he hits 4 big threes for you there in the first half. It can always go back to him, old faithful Nick Duncan.
Yeah, I mean, he's so hard to guard, and people don't realize that it's stretch 4, that is going to be 50% on the season. It's a matchup nightmare. You have him coming off ball screens, or me coming off his ball screens, him able to pop and just draw the defense. I'll have a wide open lane to go finish, or if they come with me, then it's 3 points. So you kind of pick your poison on that, but it's so nice when he's hitting shots and he's engaged and leading out there. We're super hard to beat.
How beat up were you guys after that LMU game, with the road trip and all that stuff, 9,000 miles in the first month of the season? And obviously I'm sure you guys would have liked to have played the game against Portland, but was it maybe nice to have a little extra time?
I mean, I think, as a team, we were definitely tired after the long road trips, and I know all of us were looking forward to having our home floor, having been able to be back to some home games. And so we took the Portland, postponement as just an opportunity to get better, and as well as maybe get our legs under us as well. And these coaches do a really good job of balancing that, and we got to compete against each other a lot in practice though as well, because we had a little bit of the time to kind of go at each other again, which is always fun because you don't want to just keep the playing to the games. You like being able to play in practice as well.
You guys built a little bit of a lead there. What's it like to see Grooms get in the ball game? And it seemed like you had a little cheerleading section there on the bench.
Yeah. So we told him, we were like, if you don't shoot the game, we're not friends with you guys anymore. Like you got to shoot the ball. And so I think he is just such an unselfish guy and such a vital part of our team and how things go, and exactly what we would want Boise State basketball to stand for. So when we get the chance to get the lead for him to get in the game, we really are cheering for him, rooting for him, obviously.
10 games in, and do you feel like you guys, the roles are starting to be defined and the rotations kind of being set? And do you feel like with one non-con game left, how do you guys kind of feel like you guys are progressing and where are you guys at right now as a team?
Yeah, well, like we touched on, that road trip, really allowed us to, or some of that time off after that road trip allowed us to regroup and, enjoy some of our home crowd games and just get back to what we did when we were, winning games, beating SMU, playing Oregon close, and just carrying that over. We've got these 2 big games which aren't to be overlooked, to really, dial in, like you said, lock into those rotations, guys kind of knowing their role and figuring that stuff out, and then, we get a couple days off and then it's conference. So it's kind of cool, this little schedule we've got going on to get these 2 home games and then really focus on that.
You kind of late in the game, got a chance. Lane kind of opened up, threw him down pretty good. What was it like to kind of just turn the corner and see that clear path to the bucket? Did you go try to make a highlight, I guess? Yeah, it's a lot higher percentage than a layup or a contested layup. So that's just something I try to do. Work on being aggressive. It's a big thing to be able to go in there and finish like that, so I have to take advantage of it and try to finish. We've got some guys, pretty athletic guys like Dave, and going up and dunking it, so every chance we get it's an opportunity to go finish, because when you're guarding, you can contest the layup, but a dunk, you're their highlight or it's a foul, so you want to go and
just play aggressive.
Except for the dunk in the first half, when it first play of the game where you go up and block that guy's dunk. So not all dunks are 100%.
That's right. Well, I don't know if he tried to dunk that.
He did.
Yeah, he looked
You
like
came
it.
from outside the other side of the lane. That was
Yeah.
incredible.
I guess, yeah. That case.
Not a great first half for you though. And in the past, that first half may have hurt you for the whole game. You may have not had the confidence to come out, but in this game, you come out second half, big second half. What throughout this year has given you the confidence to just keep going after it?
I mean, it's just my teammates and coaches just believing in me because, some of the situations in the past, I haven't had that support to just be like, hey, next game or next play, we need you. I think the first play of the second half was for me, and I think I scored on it. So just to have those coaches have my back and the players have my back to just, be like, hey, we really need you to go out there and be aggressive. I can't look back. We can't be shy. Just got to keep playing next play, and I just believe that it's going to work out in the end.
Good.